1, 2, 3, you put your eyes on me. 5, 5, 6, and my feelings are mixed. 7, 8, 9, I just follow the signs. 10, kiss me in the rain. 1, 2.
Hello and welcome to another fantastic week of Formula One racing here on SLR. We pride ourselves on delivering top on-track action such as overtakes.
Oh, Danny on the inside. Sorry, Danny on the inside.
And of course, where would we be without some crashes and drama?
Pace around this track.
Oh, and spinning is Canopus. That's his Microlander up the inside. No, Danny.
And lots more. What started out as a fun idea quickly developed and grew into one of the most influential and recognizable online F1 leagues across the F1 platform. Every new season saw more and more big names join the roster, all battling harder and harder to claim the coveted SLR title. This season will be like no other before it, the strongest lineup we have ever seen. Old champions rejoining to battle the new top dogs of SLR. All of the tiers in SLR are fielding their respective strongest to date, with much to fight for and achieve. But if you have come to witness Titans battle Titans, well, you've come to the right place. Welcome to Tier 1.
Good evening everyone, we are back once again. It is Saturday evening and that means one thing, and that is SLR Tier 1 time. And for this round of the season we head to Southeast Asia, to the city-state of Singapore, and we have got 19 drivers, all eager to look and prove themselves on this tight and twisty street circuit. And we've got two commentators to present the thing to you, and that is me, Timo, and alongside me, Tara. Hello.
Hello, Timo. Hello, everyone. And yeah, Singapore is usually a fun time. Is it raining?
Oh.
Is it raining?
It is,
like it's raining.
It is. Yeah, we can see the droplets, and that already makes qualifying into a little into a stressful occasion, because now that means the track grip is gonna fall rapidly. So every one of those laps that you get in now means that you probably put yourself into a very good spot on the grid. You won't really be able to improve on these times later on in the session if the conditions are getting worse and worse. So before the track turns damp, you have to get your laps in. Def won't be doing that because he's just disconnected from the session, but everyone else is sprinting around the track on those yellow color-coded medium tires and tries to get their
I'm pretty sure that the leader of that sprint is Etney, who's coming around the last couple of corners now on his medium tires. And this could be a lap. He's not invalidated or anything like that. He crosses the line, a 36.5 for Etney, and that's going to be difficult for anyone to beat, I think.
Yeah. Even
Fox crosses the line a little bit slower.
Yeah, even those who are already on their runs will get worse and worse conditions progressively. There goes newcomer Likala on a 37.8. Jensen on the softs, 37.2. Anthony clear by 7/10 atop the timing sheets. Iceman puts it third. And you can see the grip is fading for them. Chief in sixth, ahead of Futuristic. Now Thor is in between. There goes McKenda second. But Etnik, with the best conditions, might have just already put himself into pole position if nothing unforeseeable happens with the rain here.
Yeah, Tilda crashed on his lap, unfortunately, so he's going to be starting very near the back. I'm watching Danny at the moment, but Danny's on the medium tyres and he's not getting the best of these conditions. He's coming around the last couple of corners now, but I assume that he's not managed to... Oh, he's put his second. That's a really good effort from Danny.
Brilliant, he beats out many of them, and then Adesi comes out of nowhere and takes P2 in his Aston Martin. So Adesi and Danny managed to beat even McKenna and Jensen, even though those two did their laps earlier and on soft tires. Brilliant performance from them. I wonder if they could have done damage to Etney if the rain hadn't started. It doesn't look bad right now. So maybe that was still like just on merit, the time difference. But in any case, impressive from the two Brits.
Yeah, it looks like it's... It looks like it's very slowly getting wetter, which, yeah, I guess isn't a huge surprise. Sometimes it does that. We got Marion coming around on soft tyres now, but his lap is not going to be anywhere near, I don't think. He's going to put himself somewhere just outside the top 10. He's
avoiding it. He avoided the wall there. That was entirely planned, and the fact that he is 11th is also good news, because that means there's no chance he'll have to start with these tires. Which you wouldn't want to do after what he just did there.
Yeah, and definitely not. The softs around Singapore are pretty abrasive. They die very soon, or very quickly, and the mediums really are the tires to be on if you possibly can. The hards are okay, but they're a bit slow. And I think most drivers will be going medium hard in this one if they possibly can, or maybe soft medium is a thing, but I mean, you know, let's face it, we're going to have some safety cars, yes. So people are going to get to do whatever they like with tires for the most part.
Yeah, that is the thing. It is usually, if there is no safety car interference, it would be a very interesting track on strategy, just because I think the tire delta is absolutely massive. Like, it's just a lot faster to not do the softs, but then again, track position matters a lot, because it is a very genuinely hard track to overtake on. I see like one proper overtaking zone towards the end of Sector 1, but apart from that, it is really tough to pass someone, and Meepo passes as he retires, coming out of turn 3 from this qualifying session, so he'll start from the back. And yeah, so if the safety cars don't come into play, then it should be very spicy on the strat, especially for McKenda and Jensen. If the race does a dry start, they could be trapped on an inferior strategy, but they would be faster at the start. You never know. But now looking at Marion, I mean, of course his tires are cooked, but what he's doing there is just demonstrating there's no pace in this anymore, and I honestly hope that most people will retire. Likala is not gonna do us that favor. He heads out again. You think he can improve from P8? There's a nice tire there. Nice, well done, Meepo. You forgot to pick that one up. I don't know. Maybe you should look after his stuff and not just put it on the street, throw it on the street. And yeah, Etney retires, McKenda retires. You're gonna see all of them dip right around now, except those who feel like they really have to do laps right now. Futuristic was one of them, but towards the end of a run, and he just locks up into the runoff area, giving us more proof that there's absolutely no grip on this racetrack at this moment in time. That's the wall. And yeah, not going well.
Yeah, we've had a few casualties in this one, and we get to play the fun game of, is everyone going to retire like a normal human being, or are people going to do some pointless laps on the intermediate tires or on the soft tires in the wet conditions, whatever you want to do. That is the question. I wonder if Def is going to finish this lap, or if he's going to pull into the pits. He is going to finish the lap. So
to protect himself from Dragon, who would have definitely qualified. That is only 30 seconds off Futuristic. I'm sure he could find some time in there, but I hope he doesn't, because that would mean that he is gonna make us watch him drive for longer. and I want to move on to the race. We only have Likala, Dev, and Dragon, who's, you know, if Dragon is the one to hold us hostage, then I'm gonna laugh. Like that's just, that would be violently funny. Okay.
Yeah, we got
Okay,
what,
Likala
8.5
going to the
minutes
pits.
left
Likala-
in the session. Yeah, Likala's pitting. Def is struggling around on the soft tires, and DRS has now been disabled, so it's going to be a real struggle for him.
Absolutely, so nothing doing there. Now it's Likala, I assume. If I'm gonna see his green soft tire go over into a green intermediate in the next minute or two, then I will rebel. That is that is not gonna happen. It will have been his first and last race. Is he an LOR guy? The name just sounds incredibly Finnish to me.
Yeah, I assume he's Finnish. There was some fanfare for him coming to the server. He's someone I think who Danny has recruited.
Ah, nice.
I don't know if he's LOR or if he's somewhere else. Always straight on goes Def, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Avoids the wall.
Come on, say it.
But yeah, he's he is a new driver, and we welcome him to the league. But we'd very much like him to retire from this qualifying session.
Yes. Maybe he's just enjoying the experience of watching Dev doing 2 minute and 10s, which of course isn't Dev's fault because he didn't choose this weather, but he also chose to stay out. No, that's the wrong. No! The pit lane's on the left, and Dev, all eyes on him.
It is a 153. Now,
Well,
in case you're listening to the stream, Def, we will let you retire on track just this once if you want to. We're
yes.
not going to make you drive back to the pit lane.
I don't.
But,
I don't
suspect
think he
he's
can
gonna
hear
be
you
driving
because he's clearly focused on grabbing and not listening to the stream. That's why I can't hear you. No other funny jokes going on there. Yeah, I mean, this is just Haas. I would have too much stage fright to do what Def is doing right now. Like, even if I thought I could improve my time, I would just be too scared of 19 people watching me. So,
Especially if I'm driving like this. He's straight on at turn 5.
that hurt me just from listening to it. Ow!
Sorry, Def.
Aye. Terror. The most toxic commentator on the server once more.
Oh, that's no, the
Don't-
racetrack's the other way.
Oh
there we
man.
go.
I'm trapped in here with Snarky Terror for the next hour. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. But I feel like I'm gonna turn into Snarky Timo as well if I'm gonna be trapped with Def in here for 6 minutes.
I mean, this is reasonably entertaining watching Def try to negotiate a wet track on soft tires.
Watching
I don't
Terror
know,
trying to come up with some witty insults.
Oh no! We
Right.
we got to break a little bit earlier than that. There we
Listen
go.
to my calls! Triple caution!
Def, you're breaking the car. It's-
Def, no! Listen to me! No!
Concentrate, I told you.
It's, no!
Oh
No!
dear.
Medium,
Well, yeah,
right,
we're
medium
back in
left,
reverse
medium
again
left!
for about the third time this lap.
Stop it! I'm talking to Def, not you. Oh no. Talk about putting yourself on the spot. It's like everyone in this lobby is like forced to watch this because there's no one else. Yes, double left.
Into the pits he comes, very
Stay tight,
slowly,
Sonny.
which is fair enough. You wouldn't want to crash now,
It's already
having
upper limit.
successfully done that lap. Doesn't need
Okay.
to worry too much about the pit limiter because
Okay.
he's going that slowly anyway.
So anyways,
Um,
prepare the inters. If he does actually put on inters now, I will stop apologizing for the mean things I'm saying. He has been warned. Okay, thank you.
There we go. We have a
Let's
retirement
go.
from the session.
See, it wouldn't have been half as bad if, like, the laps that we were witnessing weren't wet Singapore, which takes like 2 minutes and 20. Like, normally watching someone go around like this is like a 1:30 thing, but here, well, not so much. But Ethnic Tyrann, The first time lap of this session puts himself on pole. Adesi, who has apparently changed nationality. Wait, Adesi is Adam, right? I'm pretty sure.
No, I don't. Is that right?
I'm pretty sure Adesi is Adironov. Wait. No,
Is that right?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Wait, let me see. Oh, they aren't the same person.
Okay, that's good. I thought I was going fairly crazy there.
Oh
for
no,
a second.
they are not the same person. I confused them.
But no, Adesi is. I think we saw him in Monza. A very, very good driver, and I know his time trial time is somewhere near the top for Singapore.
Yeah.
He was very quick yesterday in the Tier 2 race as well.
Wait, how?
So I think we'll see him near the front.
What name does Adam go by now? I left DMR, so I can't check anymore. Damn.
I actually don't know. Let us
'Cause
know in chat if you do know.
I thought he had like a new pseudonym, and I think that's why I thought it was a Desi. But no, it isn't. They are different people, and I am sorry. So yeah, race looks pretty damn dry to me. So we only, I mean, we get the normal Singapore, not the 1 hour and 10 minutes Singapore race, which I appreciate, of course.
That's what you think.
Well,
You know what 5 safety cars are going to do to the total race time? It's gonna be,
that. I wouldn't count that on the race time, but sure, it is gonna be added on the time that we spend here watching something. Anyways, so yeah, Singapore, one of the slowest tracks, just on average speed, which makes it one of the longest ones, just because, of course, race distance is calculated by. Well, distance. That made sense. Good sentence.
Race distance is calculated
Shut
by
the
distance. There you
hell
go. That's the sort of content you come to Tier 1 commentary see.
He's got the knowledge of knowing and other banging insights. Subscribe to F1 TV to listen to my podcast. No. Race distance is calculated by 350 kilometers times 1. That's the formula.
Yep.
In this case, times 0.5, because it's a 50%er. And then you round up, and that's how you get the race distance, which means average speeds make this one of the longest ones. Monaco takes ages, and Monza is a fast, quick 35-minute boy.
Yep, that's exactly right. But fortunately, Singapore is also one of the best, as well as being one of the longest. So it's a fun track to drive.
Yeah,
it's a fun track to watch people
That's
drive, I
just
think, as
your
well.
opinion. It's just like,
Even though it has some objectively bad 90-degree corners at the end of the lap, it's still a fun time.
Shut hole. It's I have changed my opinion on them. I mean, I have generally changed my opinion in that I find that every racetrack can be enjoyable if you're good at it. That's my new take.
That's true.
I have fun at Russia because I'm good at it, relatively.
We've got 3 cars on soft tires at the beginning of this race. We got Jensen, Makenda, and Likala, and I think
and Def, but
they're going to struggle. Well, yeah, Def as well. He's towards the back though. They're going to struggle. I think if there's any sort of green running at the beginning of this race, they're going to struggle because those softs do not last any time. I remember it was a couple of games ago now, probably, but I did a 2-stop here starting on the softs, and it's like you have to pit on like lap 4 or something silly like that. So it doesn't last long.
We go to the grid, and at the start, look out for Adesi. What can he do to Etnik? We don't really know if the rain played a part in the pace difference in qualifying, so Adesi might just be the fastest coming into this race. We'll have to find out how can Etnik defend himself on the outside of turn 1 and turn 3. That's going to be dangerous if he doesn't get a good launch. What can Jensen do, who I think won his last race here last season from row 3, but on soft tires? Can he maybe jump the second starting row in the Ferrari? We will be able to find out in just a few seconds as the lights come on. And we go green in Singapore, and Makenda P2 in the championship gets a jump start, so that is his race already practically ruined. Adesi gets away well, but not well enough to challenge Etni. Makenda is in 4th. After that, he gains a position. Justin's up to 5th. Jensen drops a place actually on his soft tires. A good start from Justin, solid from Danny as well to hold himself in 3rd. And Makenda obviously with the terrible drive-through. Copy is, I think, getting shuffled around a little bit. There's side-by-side action between the 2 fins of Likala and Icewind now, and that is Likala on the outside. He is just gonna come out ahead in that because of the superior grip I am sure, and that is
Yeah.
exactly what happens.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
but
broke
Icewind-
late there on the inside. Icewind's still there. They're still side by side, these two. It's good racing between the two of them. Icewind squeezing a little bit towards the wall, and who's that? Fox,
Fox.
who's having a good look as well, just behind. And Icewind keeps the position for the time being. That's really good driving, really good battling from those two.
Yeah, and but it already gave Copy the opportunity to make a little bit of a break. There's a 1 second gap there, but I think Icewind should be able to close that one. He has got clean air now, and at the front, Danico is glued to the back of a Desi. Justin gets a move on Makenda. No, Makenda is actually... Is he DC?
Makenda's ghosted, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he is.
ghosted. I don't know if he's desynced, but he's certainly ghosted. I don't know if it was anything to do with the jump start, and he's just been in contact with Justin ever since. But no, he's still ghosted, so I don't know what's happening there.
Yeah.
That's a really weird one. But in any case, Justin is ahead of Makenda. Makenda on the soft tires, and we'll have that drive through, of course.
Yeah, the Alpine driver is getting the absolute best of the starts as Justin gains 3 positions and Dragon from P17 already up. And Copy... Oh, wait, there's pit stops. Why is that? Why is Jensen?
Those are the drive-through penalties.
Wait, Jensen
Makenda
also
and
got
Jensen.
one.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
I
both
didn't
got
see.
one. Yeah, both the soft runners got one. So.
Too good of a start.
But yeah, unfortunately they're not going to be able to change tyres. They'll have to come into the pits again.
Yeah, that is
But,
atrocious.
Between you and me, there's probably going to be a safety car or
Yes.
two in this race. Tilda, something happened to Tilda there. He
Yeah.
lost a couple of positions. I don't know why.
Either. But Dragon is 10th now after those 2 drive-throughs, so he came from 17th. He is in a solid P10, which means, you know, it's good. If he finishes like that, he'll have gained 7 positions. So there was no pressure to begin with. The Dragon strategy. Oh, what is
Yep.
Fox doing? Doing a funny line there. I think Marion is going to get a little bit hungry for that position. Fox does show some signs of weakness there, and Marion is the kind of driver who catches onto that pretty quickly and then tries to insert his car down your inside, depending where he sees the gap.
And already between Likala and Icewind, there's already a 2 second gap, over 2 second gap now. So either he's made a mistake or the soft tyres are really terrible. I don't know which, but Likala is struggling there, running a little bit wide. And yeah, I wonder if that is just the tyres sort of falling off, because the softs really are struggling for him. And Icewind is on the back of Copy now. There's a 2 second gap between Justin and Copy. Oh, a mistake from Marion. And Dragon having a good look there. Marion was almost in the wall in that left-hander.
Fastest laps coming out from the guys at the front, and Fox on the move again. No, Likala in the pits.
pitting.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is really
So yeah, end of lap 2. He comes into the pits on those soft tyres. That's how bad they are.
Check if there's
And
damage.
into the pits. And oh
There
yeah,
is
there is
damage.
damage as well. Yeah, there is. So
Okay.
he hit something.
Yeah.
Or someone, maybe Icewind.
At the front, the top 3, actually top 4, Justin is hanging on to this, looking pretty damn good. Then there's a solid gap to Copy where Makenda and Jensen were previously before they came in for the drive-through penalties. And yeah, that is spicy. I mean, Makenda, who is second in the championship, has basically dropped out of this fight completely. And then we've got Danny, who won 3 races this season, and who has told me that he plans on tryharding to go for the championship. He's, I think, about 50 points adrift from Etney, and in races he hasn't won. He has scored only 38 points by my calculations. So he needs some consistency going, and running in P3 is a good start, but I'm sure he'll want more.
Yep, he's sniffing the back of a Desi, that's for sure. And Justin, I think, struggling a little bit to hang on to the 3 guys ahead of him, but he is still there at the moment. They're all on medium tyres, so Justin in a very good position here.
Yeah.
Quite a big gap now to Copy. I don't have intervals for some reason, but I would say the gap is probably somewhere around 3 seconds, maybe even a little bit more than that, between Justin and Copy. And Copy's got Icewind all over the back of him as well, so that's how the race is settling down at the moment. We've got a bunch of guys. We've got Thor as well, who made a pit stop for Hards last lap, so he's going to have to probably wait until there's a safety car to get back to the back of the pack.
Yep, the indestructible netcode of Codemasters of 1 is recovering as we are getting the intervals, the gap between Copy and Justin. Looks like it's about 2 seconds, but that's going to be tough to catch for the Grand Prix winner from Russia, Copy. Last time out victorious after Etney crashed into the wall. And this time Etney is just about leading this from Desi. who I called a Brit earlier because I thought it was Adam, but it's a Finn. He's from Finland,
Yeah,
apparently.
he is.
According to the game
He is
flag.
indeed Finnish, I believe. We lost Fox for a second. I wonder if he's back in the car. Yeah, he doesn't seem to be back in. Oh, now he's back in the car. I just saw the brief flicker a second ago. So Fox is back
Death
in, and we've
Tilda!
lost.
And Meepo!
And
Both of them.
Meepo as well.
But only yellows for now. Does not cause a safety car. And you know what I'm seeing? I am seeing Fox in P9 and then Tipsy Bob in Ocean Chief. That is about as spicy as it gets, but the two Alfa Romeos of the Northern Irish Old Man Sim Racing Club, and that's how I'm gonna call them now, and have not caught up yet, and they won't for quite some time because those mediums should still have objectively better pace in them.
Yeah, we love some Fox Tipsy action, but we might have to wait a little bit for those hards to become the better tyre. Meanwhile, the front four very close to each other, and there's quite a pace being set at the front, and Copy, as you said, a good couple of seconds, I think it's a little bit more than that now, behind these front four. 2.5 seconds according to the timing screens, and Icewind just chilling in the back, and a fastest lap from Dragon,
Wow.
who's really on the move at the moment. He's up to P8. Man, imagine if he'd qualified, he'd be right up there.
Yeah, man is flying. He could be supporting his teammate Justin up there, but instead he's now hunting for the Dutch driver Marion, who is isolated in P7, and there's a big hole in the air to the fighting group of Copy and Icewind, and there is some yellows because of Death, who has not found the corner. Maybe he needed a spotter, I don't know, who tells him triple caution and stuff like that. But yeah, for now he continues. He of course still has a path back into this race for the points if the thing that Terra doesn't like happens. I'm scared to say it, I'm sorry.
I'm not sure it's an if, I think it's a when.
Stop.
We're on lap 5 though, we've gotten that far at least, which is
Frankie, old man.
really good. Tilda has just come out of the pits having suffered that damage, and he's behind Thor now on the hard tyres. And the front four are as close as ever to each other. Danny right on the back of a Desi. He does like to do this. Get right up to the back of the car in front.
And then rear ending. Let's go.
Yep,
Just kidding.
sometimes.
I mean, that is obviously the risk involved in that. Those who are ACC enjoyers will of course recognize the Iris video moment. I hope we won't recognize it. It is code for rear ending someone because you didn't adjust your braking point. Because then we're gonna send you a tutorial on how not to do that. And yeah, I hope Danny doesn't need it. He has certainly taken the advice right away and distanced himself from Adesi a little bit by just dropping 3/10 for no reason, which is undoubtedly counterproductive. There's a yellow flag in turn 1. I don't see why. Now Danny makes a mistake, and that could awaken Justin, who's looking to the inside. Our resident Max Verstappen fan, holding himself back from, you know, doing the obvious.
Decides better of sending one down the inside in that right-hander. McKenda pits for mediums, and we have more yellows in sector 2. That is a Haas.
Both of them are in trouble. And
oh yeah,
VSC.
we have a VSC.
And that means there can only be 4 full safety cars now. Aren't you happy?
Yeah, in theory. I've seen that one before.
Also,
and, it's been
okay,
VSC
wait. Guessing game. Who of them is getting a drive-through? Because someone has to. Like, if you speed on the safety car, of course you get a drive-through. Who of them? I think Danny.
Oh man, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think anyone will.
It would be a Danny thing.
I think there'll be no drive-throughs.
That is a pretty lame bet. I'm saying it's Danny, and I'll get DM'd for this one. Hi, Danny.
I'll say it's Chief.
He wouldn't get one if
he likes to.
He wouldn't get one if he went flat out. So I don't know. I'm trying to get fired here. Ignore me.
Yeah, we still have a VSC.
That's how you see that. Oh wow! Wow, you were right. What a bold bet. See, that's
Get the drive-through. There we go.
See, that's how you can tell that SLR is not North Korea. I can routinely insult the admins, and I'm still here. So
That's true.
Yeah. Who is not here anymore is Marion, who's doing some pirouettes. He has just bottled it out of P7 as Dragon was attempting to fight him, and now he didn't need to fight his way past. Marion just opened the door by, you know, being a carousel. That made sense. Yeah.
So yeah, it's an interesting race, this one. We've got Jensen and McKenda, who are nearly a minute down now, but absolutely flying on the medium tyres. So we'll see. Oh, McKenda pitting again. What's happened there then?
What's this then?
Did McKenda have an incident that we didn't see? I think he might have done.
That is a front wing ready to be put on his car, and I think with that he is under. Oh no, it's a very long track. He's not in risk of getting lapped yet.
Of getting lapped. Yeah, no, I think he's fine. Yeah, he's got sort of got 15 seconds or so, I think, before the leaders come through. We got yellows in sector 1. That is a Haas.
Def.
I'm going to assume it's Def. Yeah, I think it is.
The carbon fiber. He's just, you know.
Oh, yeah.
He's doubling the profits of the carbon fiber industry.
Yeah, once again lacking a whole front wing. The gaps at the front are pretty much static. I think everyone's cruising for the most part. Nobody really using battery in that little pack.
Futuristic and McKenna going at it with each other and also in each other, because McKenna's ghosted once more and Futuristic is driving right through him. But McKenna does get that move done. And oh, Futuristic about to give us more Haas car parts. I think he's normally in assist slot, isn't he? So so respect the participation in Tier 1. Oh man, Adesi was so much. He wasn't just thinking about that move. He was full on prepared. Darts to the inside. You know, maybe it's just trying to make Etney age faster. You know, by doing stuff like that. Put Etney to an early grave and win the championship. I don't know.
Yeah, we've had we've had Marion pitting as well after he must have got damaged and he changed his front wing in that little incident. So he's going to come out somewhere around where Jensen is. In fact, right in front of Jensen, which is going to make life interesting as they head up towards turn 4.
Yep.
Jensen. And they're going to be battling.
Jensen should be able to pull away here, but the DRS will give Marion a little bit of time behind his buddy, and that means that Jensen is on mediums. I don't think he makes the end on this, but he probably makes the next safety car period, and in that case, you know, he is right back into this, depending on how the strategy plays out. Likala now getting a move on Meepo, which I doubt was a real move, because the gap is already so big. Meepo must have just made a mistake. That's also a way to get past someone, especially at Singapore. Now Futuristic, one of the Haases, does retire, and he does so in the pit lane, and he's getting a front wing change there, which leads me to believe I know why it happened. And now, oh no, Def is no, wait, oh, both Haases.
Are they? Hang on.
No, it was. I was looking at Def getting a new front wing, and then Futuristic's retired in the pits car was double stacked behind them because they both needed new noses. So not going well for Haas, but kind of course respect the attempt at dipping your toes into no assists driving at a track like Singapore, no less. So respect for that to Futuristic, and hope that he keeps trying, despite how that went. So.
Yeah, absolutely right. He's given it a go, and he's got some work to do, I think, before he's competitive in these conditions, but he'll get there.
Yeah.
Up front, once again, we got yellows in sector 2. That is Def. The other Haas, who has gone straight on once again. And the front 4, I mean, the gap to copy now is up to 2.9. It keeps sort of fluctuating. I don't think anyone's trying particularly hard, that's my sense. I think those front 4 are just in formation. Etney is leading the way, and there's no real sense of urgency among any of them, which is smart, because there's a long way to go yet in this race. 31 laps, and we're on lap 9.
I think everyone's just sort of evaluating their strategic options, and Etney is the first one to pull the trigger. He does cover the undercuts by pulling in lap 9, which seems awfully early to me, but I'm sure he at least thinks he knows what he's doing. We'll see if he does. by how this plays out, but that is certainly going to be hard tires till the end. 21 laps to go for him, 22 even, and I am excited to see how this is going. It certainly takes away some of the options from Adesi and Danny, although those mediums should still be fast. So if Etnik's hot lap isn't an absolute banger, then he could just fall behind Adesi and Danny, potentially even Justin. So he needs to do this perfect. But as he come out, he does have a little bit of a pocket of fresh air. Fox is 8.7 seconds down the road, so he shouldn't block him on this out lap or the laps after. Etni has found himself some nice space on the track, but he needs to put the power down now, and I'm sure the others are doing it. Let's look at the ERS. Well, you wouldn't deploy to
Yeah, he's got about half as Etni, and yeah, I mean he's come out very well into a huge gap. Oh, we've lost Meepo. That's a crash.
Oh, on track, and that is gonna be a safety car.
We know what that means. It's a safety car. Lap 10. It's taken a while, but there it is, and Etni will be cursing his decision to go into the pits early because that was fairly inevitable. And
but isn't he fine?
Yeah.
Because it's still like capped speed, so I think he can just...
Yeah, but he won't be able to catch them. They'll all pit and he won't be able to catch them. So I think he'll probably come out somewhere. If I had to guess, I'd say he probably comes out behind Icewind. That would be my guess. Because everyone's driving to a Delta.
But wouldn't he be fine? Oh, nah, no.
Well, no, because they're all the gap's
right.
the same, but they're all going slower. So in time terms, it's bigger.
But he's still he's still driving as fast as he can. The Delta doesn't kick in until like sometime. Which
Does it not?
I mean, look at him. He's
That's
not driving
weird.
to a Delta.
Yeah, he is. That's really weird. Shouldn't there be a Delta? I swear there
we'll
should
see.
be a Delta.
So Adesi is gonna be on the left-hand side. I think Etnik is still gonna lead this, and it is close at the exit and under safety car conditions. Yeah, Etnik is still on the lead. Yeah.
How does that work then?
No, it does. Like that is. There is no real advantage to like having pitted before having pitted out in the safety car, as long as you know it's within one lap, because the field hasn't bunched up. I think the Delta starts when the leader catches the car now, or I don't know.
Okay.
I
thought I'm sure there's a Delta immediately as soon as the safety car comes out. Like I'm absolutely certain about that. That's really weird that that's happened.
I remember having. Oh goddamn! I don't remember if that race was in. Actually, forget it, yeah. It was AC. I was thinking about... What's going on with Fox? He is having some desync, I think.
Is he disconnected again? Oh yeah, he is.
Let's hope that doesn't cause issues.
He seems to be... That's really weird. Yeah, because he was showing in the lead for a second, because he's not pitted. So yeah, he's in the lead. He was in the lead, but he's out of the car now, is he?
His lap probably
his lap
count,
didn't
which
count.
is why he's last now.
Oh dear. I wonder if we've got issues with this lobby, honestly. With Makenda's ghosting and stuff like that. I don't know. We'll wait and see. Hopefully not. But it seems like something is broken.
It's just the haunted Alpha Tauri. They keep turning into ghosts. See, the Red Bull is also ghosted. It's just the Red Bull.
And yeah, Kebab in chat says, I thought it was Delta there until leader catches, then it goes away, which is my understanding as well.
I don't know, but like, I mean, if we look at what just happened, I'm pretty sure that's not how it
Yeah, no, that's
works.
definitely not what happened.
I don't remember
I'm just wondering why, because I'm certain that's how it works.
I haven't raced in a while, so I don't know. The last time I raced, there wasn't a safety car pandemic.
Oh,
yet,
and we've got,
so.
What's happening here? Adesi going very slowly for some reason.
Oh no!
Oh, he got a 5-second penalty for ignoring a yellow flag.
And if he doesn't pit again, that's fine. But yeah, that is of course very
yeah,
annoying.
I mean, we'll take that off if there's no more pit stop.
Yeah. That is so
Fox
frustrating.
coming into the pits. Is Fox coming in to retire? I would imagine he probably is.
Oh wait, Fox. Oh yeah, I thought Fox was an AlphaTauri. Iceman is the AlphaTauri. Yeah, my bad. He's not retiring. He's just coming.
No,
in.
not retiring. Putting mediums on. So he's going to be stopping again at some point.
And that is actually bad news for Danny and Adesi, I feel like, because I think they were just, you know, waiting until the pit stop window opens and then trying to find their advantage there. And what has happened effectively is that, you know, nothing happened. They didn't get the overtakes done, and now they are in exactly the same spot they were in at the race lead, but 12 laps in, so they still have to do this on track, which is hard enough at Singapore. Desi has the 5-second penalty. I assume he knows that he can take that. He can get that taken off. But yeah, rough stuff. They'll need to get creative. Hope creativity and wreaking havoc is not the same in their minds. And we see some clean fighting between the top 4 or maybe more until the end of the race.
Yeah, and yeah, Copy and Icewind obviously right on the back now again as well, and so is Dragon. So all the gaps close up and everyone's on hard tyres to the end of the race. So it's pretty much just a straight fight. Tipsy, did Tipsy start on hards? I think he did. And so did Chief.
Yes,
so they're on
definitely
mediums to the end of the race.
Can they make that?
Probably. It'll be tight. It'll be dicey though. They'll fall off, I think, towards the end. But I think they will make it.
Dude, I want to see Chief and Tipsy trying to charge past Marion and Dragon using their tyre delta. I want to see that. It's going to be good.
Let's go, boys. You can do it. Kebab says, guess Fox disconnected, then rejoined. Yep, that's my feeling too. I think he probably did.
Yeah, I mean, he is in P16, 1 minute and 15 seconds ahead of P15, so, you know, that tells you everything you need to know. It's not going well here. No, we are not fine, thanks for asking. And, what does the safety car do? It gives us one more lap of sightseeing around the Marina Bay? Or is that Abu Dhabi?
Yeah, Marina Bay, yeah.
Yas Marina is Abu Dhabi.
Yas Marina is Abu Dhabi, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we got another lap for, well, it's because the Aston Martin, whoever that is, has not caught the back of the pack yet, and Makenda, I think.
Yeah. So, we get to stare at another beautiful Aston Martin.
It's an Alpha Tauri, not an Aston Martin.
Yes.
But yeah.
I was getting confused there. But yeah, that also means a full reset for Jensen. Makenda maybe, if he makes the end. They can still score some points from here. But for that, they'll have to do some overtaking, and I want to see it. I mean, Jensen is also one who goes for it, so...
Yeah, he's not in the best position. He's on the hard tyres that everyone else is on, and he's in P12. And it'll be a struggle, I think, to get past the two Irish boys on the mediums for at least a few laps.
Yeah, I'll have to make the difference on the track, and there's a big difference to overcome there, as you say, the medium drivers in the Alfa Romeos, and especially Tipsy is known for defending as hard as possible. He drives one of the widest cars I've seen in League Racing, and that is always a worry to those who need to pass him for position. He will never give you a place, even if it might be advantageous. He just, he wants the fight, he wants to race, and gives people some headaches doing it. So keep your eyes at at what is going on in that Aston Martin with the green helmet. Aston Martin Alfa Romeo, and that is a spun Haas. At this point, reset to track. At this point, I'm not even reacting anymore. It's
How many laps is Def down? Is he 3 laps down?
I don't know.
I think he's legitimately 3 laps down. I'm not absolutely sure. Maybe 2. I don't know.
And
certainly,
gives
Likala
gets
a
penalty.
A penalty for ignoring yellow flag, which
that
is
is
just great.
Def. Yeah, amazing. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, here comes the safety car in. Didn't let me pass the safety car there before the line. We'll see if there's anything comes of that. Across the line they go to start lap 14. And everyone at the moment in formation. I don't see any moves happening. Oh, we've got...
Defretars. And Tilda... Tilda ahead of Thor. And up front... As he wasn't able to capitalize on that from Etney. He did clear Danny for a little bit. I think Danny fell asleep at the race start, but wasn't able to then follow it up. Which means that we are as we were. This time Copy and Icewind get a chance of sticking right to the back of that train. Ghosted Makenda drives straight through Thor and gains a place that way. Jensen is especially waiting behind Licala for his chance, and the top three are off. Def leaves the session, and yeah, that's... Oh, what's that camera? I've never seen that. What is
Which
that?
camera is that?
It is like on the nose of Justin, but it just looks to the right. What was that?
I saw that earlier in the race as well. I wondered what that was. I'd never seen that. But yeah, that's a weird one.
Brilliant addition. Next time, please add functioning netcode, and and we'll praise you. Copy. I don't know if he has the pace for this. It does not look like it. It doesn't look like he's getting the ideal runs around those 90-degree corner section towards the end. All of them have to be incredibly tidy with the curbs, and I feel like he is getting them wrong a bit, and Justin also in a bit of peril as he is 9/10 off the back of Danico, and he cannot afford to lose this train before the DRS is activated. Goes deep in turn 1 a little bit, but I think he's just about hanging on. So important, absolutely crucial moments there for Justin and Copy to make sure that they keep themselves in contention for maybe a podium by not dropping the ball right after the safety car restart. Now Danny is very close to a Desi, but let's be honest, there's nothing to be done here if if a Desi gets the DRS as well, which he does. So he will
there's no DRS yet for either of them, but yeah, it's difficult to make a move if you don't have any sort of DRS advantage at all, because Slipstream isn't powerful enough, and Danny knows that, and he's just going to wait his turn, and it's going to be a little train for a while, I think. And yeah, you mentioned Copy and his pace, and he's struggling just a little bit to hang on to the back of Justin, just as he did in the first stint of this race. He couldn't stay in DRS, and he's using battery down the back straight to try and get there, but obviously just not quite able to hook it up in the way that the front four are.
That makes it hard for Icewind, who of course has to react with some battery on his part, and he is almost out of it as well, as you can see on the steering wheel there. He is using quite some to stay with Copy, and someone else who's getting a chance is Dragon. We were talking earlier when he set the fastest lap. Oh wait, that's a retirement, Jensen!
Jensen
and that is on track, and that is in the... Oh man.
Hey, it's another safety car, folks. We didn't quite get to the DRS enable. We nearly did, but we didn't quite. So, are we going to get pit stops from the front cars? Probably not. No. They just passed the pit entry. Nobody pitting at all at the moment except for Tilda, who's down in P13. Is
pitting, I think. No, wait, it's Thor.
Oh, yeah. Thor pitting as well, yeah.
With the aggressively Swedish helmet.
It is
from Sweden.
And he puts the medium tyres on and changes his front wing to go to the end of the race.
Yeah, well, who could have seen that one coming?
Yeah.
I didn't see it coming that it was Jensen, and that part of the track, I have no idea how that happened. I'm sure there'll be some FIA action looking into that, because that is not a place you crash on your own. It shouldn't be. I don't think so. I hope.
Oh dear, Justin is struggling with being incredibly ill and eyes watery and can barely keep them open. Please help.
Well, it's enough to have a stream open and type while driving under safety car. So, yeah, good. Best of luck. I mean, so far he is doing pretty well. He is, well, he's having a headache with trying to stick to Danny, but he's also giving Copy a headache trying to stick to him. So, you know, it's sort of balanced at the front. It seems like everyone is a little bit too fast for the guy behind him and a little bit too slow for the guy ahead of him. But Justin in the first half of this race was able to hang on to the DRS, so maybe a little bit of an unfair statement there. And let's see how it goes in the second half of this. I have got an iRacing race to attend in 1 hour. Do we think I can make it? Probably. But,
I think probably, yeah.
Only if we don't interview Tipsy Bob. What?
I think you'll be okay.
I won't be in the iRacing race, it's fine. You can just put the interview with Tipsy on hold for 5 minutes. That's about how long it takes to wait on the grid and then crash out of a race. Insult them violently in DMs, and then I can be right back. So it's fine.
Yeah, that was Danny's experience last night in the F1.
Oh!
It was a fun time.
Nice. I did miss that. I saw that everyone was playing iRacing and was like, I really want to hop on, but it is too late for me, so... I did not. I probably saved myself some brain cells by not getting into iRacing at that time of the day. Because everyone at that point is as dumb as the average F3 driver on iRacing, but also sleep deprived. McKenna goes for another pit stop, and I wonder if he... No, okay, he just likes mediums, so he uses as many sets of them as he can. I don't know, he just pitted from mediums
Yeah,
to
he's...
mediums.
I think those are the mediums he started the race on, and... Oh, no, not the mediums he started the race on, he started on softs. But then put the mediums on for a lap, then put the hards on in the last safety car, and then has put the mediums back on again. So yeah, I don't know.
Who can keep track of that? No one.
He's yeah, I don't know. He likes fresh tires, and even
the-
1 lap old mediums are just fine.
It's the 12-stop strategy. Which gets easier if you are ghosted, meaning you can drive through cars.
Is he still? He is still
I
ghosted.
don't know, I saw it in the fight with, who was it? Tilda?
Yeah. No,
Before.
he just gone. Yeah, he's still ghosted. I don't understand. He's playing with collisions off for some reason.
He's just playing on recruit difficulty.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Is actually... Isn't it like a saying that someone's punching with ghosts? And something like... I wanted to say about Tilda. Tilda was having a fight like he was driving... Oh my god, this
Yeah,
camera
I
angle.
don't know if there's a saying like that. There's like shadow boxing, which is a little bit different. You're
I
sort of
guess that. I guess that's
rehearsing,
what I meant.
you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I guess it's sort of the same thing, yeah.
It was like, yeah, it's obviously pointless to try and hit a ghost. Because they don't exist. Unless you are playing F1 2021 by the wonderful Codemasters UK Birmingham.
Yeah, ghosts most definitely exist in this game
And in Birmingham. What?
and in Birmingham, yeah, probably.
What is that? Go on.
Desi very nearly ran into the back there of Etney, but managed not to.
Already has one penalty for a safety car. What else could go wrong? But Anthony this time... oh, that is too early, man. He has to slow down again. No,
That was the same.
he
That was
doesn't.
the same as last time. He got away with it
What?
last time, so I don't know.
I didn't see how bad it was last time, but this was... Wow, that is incredible. But it was enough indeed. So Anthony keeps the lead. It was not enough to shake off Edesi in the slightest. It puts Danny in a little bit of trouble, but he'll get to observe whatever Edesi and Etney have planned for each other. Up ahead as Etney almost runs into the barrier, and that gives a shot to Edesi. I think Etney had to ease off the throttle there, and he takes the lead on the inside line of the safety car restart. Etney's not able to keep it, and the Aston Martin is through to first, and now we will be able to see, can he make a break here towards... well, in the rest of this race, was he just held back by Etney all the time, or did he just get lucky on the restart? He'll be able to tell us, or show us.
Yep, certainly taking his opportunity there, Edesi. That was really good stuff. And he has pulled out a little bit of a gap as well to Etney. And I just wonder what happened to Etney. And it's more than a second now for Etney, and he's got Danny all over the back of him. What has happened? Did Etney pick up some damage somewhere?
I couldn't imagine where, but Danny is looking combative here, and he takes the slipstream. He's gonna try to round the outside, not the place you usually do it on the back straight. Etney gonna keep the inside line. Danny with the cutback, and he gets it done. He's now gonna have the inside line for the next corner. Danny swings it round and breaks a little bit later, and has the position. Etney down to P3. Our championship leader's in trouble. What can Justin do? Can he make this the third position loss for Etney within 1 lap of the safety car restart? Edesi's already clear by 2 seconds, and Etnic TRN in serious trouble by the looks of things, almost rear-ended by Justin. Sparks kicked up, but I think Etney should be fine. I don't know what's going on.
Well, he's lost about 3 seconds to Edesi in that.
Here comes Justin! He's on the inside line, and he's going to make it work into turn 1, the Alpine, and he cuts a lot off the inside. Etney forced wide. Where's he going to rejoin the track? It is alongside Justin, but the shorter way for Justin means the Frenchman is through, and there goes Copy on his teammate. He also gets it done. Etnick has dropped to P5 now.
What on earth is going on? And
I don't know.
Too.
I have no idea. Etnick is just rapidly dropping towards the bottom end of the points. Dragon in the Alpine also on the outside and just seems to have more grip. Etnik is struggling, and it looks like he's just fighting with dull weapons here as he almost outbreaks himself into the back of Icewind, giving Dragon the opportunity to try a move on the outside, setting Etni up perfectly. Etni with the early apex not going to carry a lot of speed down this short straight. What can Dragon do on the brakes? He sticks his nose in, he doesn't get it chopped off. They run side by side. Next one is going to be the corner for Etni, though. A wide berth given by Dragon, and has the position. Etnik to 7th.
Oh, and Marion having a good look up the inside as well in the hairpin. Etni is struggling so much. I don't know. I don't know quite what's happening there with that Williams, but
Tipsy.
if I had to guess, I'd say it's probably some damage of some kind. And yeah, he understeers in the right-hander, locks a brake there as well as Makenda passes Chief.
Yeah, he passes through Chief there. Etnik now with a penalty as well. It's just like last race, where at some point there was like a switch flipped and suddenly Etnik was driving terribly. He hits the inside wall there, I'm pretty sure. And now he cuts the inside.
I don't think he's got damage. Like, he's definitely got damage. There's no doubt about it. He's going to have to pit.
Yeah, he's just clearing all of them and driving into the pit lane here. And that is a retirement, the second in a row of our championship leader. And that is going to be great news for everyone else, for Makenda, who had a terrible first lap and is now ahead of his rival. For Danny, who has 50 points to catch up on in the championship and still wants to win this. For them, it's going to be great news. Etnik TRN is out of this, and I have no idea what happened.
Yep, I don't either. I mean, I assume he had damage, but yeah, it's it's a puzzling one as Etni retires from the session, and Adesi has a 2.5 second lead here with a penalty that isn't a real penalty.
Yep.
And then a 2 second gap from Danny to Justin, and Copy and Icewind both on the back of him. So this is shaping up quite nicely. We got 12 laps to go, including this one, and we got the ever looming threat of another safety car at some point.
Yeah, what does Danny do? Can he close that? I mean, the fact that he had to spend so much time until he was finally able to get past Etni meant that now there's a big gap between them. What I think might have happened, Etni and Adesi were fighting on the restart. Etni got a bad restart, we all saw that, and then Makenda just drove through Tipsy. I mean, yeah, I think we'll have to look at that. Like, that's not legit racing. That's like, I'm sure it's not on purpose or anything. It's just bugged, but like that can't be right. Anyways, and we saw that Etni went a little bit deep in, what's that, turn 4, 5, depending if you count the bend, the right-hander before the straight. And I said that that's going to give Adesi a good run, because Etni probably had to lift there. Maybe he just punted the wall and it was not visible from an angle. And then Adesi gets the move, and then there's damage, and then it goes downhill from there. That's the only explanation I have, because like, that was an implosion. I have... Yeah, it really was.
That would be my guess as well, because yeah, he was suddenly multiple seconds a lap slower than everyone else, and usually that is only because of some damage that you pick up, and it's very easy to do that around Singapore. So with 11 laps to go, Makenda passing Marion. Didn't see how that happened.
Well, you can guess how.
On much better tyres, yeah, down the straight.
And also, around is not a word that.
Oh, hang on. Makenda is. Yeah, Makenda's ghosted. Yeah, of course. For some reason, yeah, I just like. In my head, I was like, oh, those two cars aren't ghosted, but no, Makenda is ghosted. I don't know why I thought that. It's
F1
weird.
game! Woo! Great one. Nice. We're going strong here, Codemasters. The best thing would just be if Makenda randomly wins this race by driving through everyone. That wouldn't be laughable at all. It's
Etnik got damage under the safety car as he turned on AC. As he turned on his air conditioning, is that right?
Wait, why do you need air conditioning in... Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. As he turned on AC. What else can AC mean?
Assetto Corsa, Assassin's Creed, Animal Crossing. I don't know. He was looking after his Animal Crossing villagers and hit the wall.
Sometimes you just got to do it in the middle of an F1 race.
I swear there was a carrot on the market at 19 o'clock. Oh, Danny gets a penalty, and that one is for real.
Yeah, Danny with a penalty. Makenda is coming, by the way. He's setting the fastest lap of the race, and he's 10 seconds off the lead. So that'll be a fun thing to adjudicate if he manages to get all the way to the front.
Everyone will be mad, rightfully. Oh my god.
I guess he said it in Discord. Let's have a look in Discord.
Surely AC means air conditioning. I mean,
I would have thought so.
which other AC would you need in the middle of a league race? Like, sure, there's a many safety. Like, maybe he takes like a switch for Animal Crossing on Singapore races for safety car periods. Like I take a switch on a train, you know, because you're just gonna be sitting there. It's gonna be moving. Nothing really happening though. 15 minutes of free time. Check on your villagers. I don't know. It's like one of those things. Justin has completely lost Danny, so in the second half of the race, not able to show the pace from the first half, not able to stick close enough, and not even close enough to capitalize on that 3-second time penalty that Danny has picked up for himself, and needs to keep his nose clean to not get one himself. At least he's not under threat from Copy, because Copy is not within the second window either. Icewind, though, just as in the first half of this race, is within the window of Copy, which means they could get to fight it out once more, but last time Icewind wasn't doing much. I feel like Copy just has, Copy might just be slightly faster, which means that Icewind is more like hanging on the DRS, but it's not enough for Copy to clear him. Now Tilda with a penalty that is in the fight for P12, it's relevant for that. And yeah, Licala is 5 seconds. Oh, that they are going to be taken off because they were ignoring yellows. Do you have any insight on Etney?
Not yet, no. Okay. That was literally what he said in Discord, so yeah. Maybe like air conditioning includes a heating type thing. That would be my guess. But yeah, I don't know.
It's very hot in Czechia this time of the year.
Yeah, it is.
We're just snowing over here, and like 100 kilometers east across the border. It's just paradise.
Is it actually snowing in Munich right now?
Not right now, but
But it has been.
Yeah, it has been regularly in the past month. I have already fallen off my bicycle twice, so. Ooh, nice. There you go, very nice.
Yeah, we had like a little flurry about a month ago, but now it's like, I don't know, it's like 11 degrees or something. That's very warm for some reason for this time of year.
Yeah, it's just to prove that global warming exists. There you go.
Exactly.
There you can see Makenda is we're not going to be able to say he's going around the outside. He's more going around the laws of physics by what he is about to do to Dragon. Watch this. Dragon is about to be done Jimmy Neutron style. Icewind gets a penalty, and that one matters. And there, you see McKenna actually gets this one legit. Let's go.
Yeah, nice. It's he's
purposeful
driving past Dragon as though he wasn't ghosted, which is what you like to see.
Yeah, very honorable of him.
Yeah, Icewind getting a penalty is good news for McKenna, because that means he's already ahead of him, in fact. So then McKenna's gonna try and use some battery to stay ahead of Dragon. He's gonna be able to do that, I think. With 8 laps to go, including this one. Danny is reeling a Desi in very slightly, but only very slightly, and of course he's got that 3-second penalty, which means that he will not actually be able to contest that lead unless Desi gets a penalty himself.
Yeah, I feel like Danny definitely had it in him to win this race, but like the way qualifying played out, and now the way the safety car restart with Etney has played out, and now the way he's gotten himself a penalty, it just looks like he'll have to be okay with only scoring 18 points. But as I've calculated early on, in races Danny hasn't won this season, he has scored 38 points. Which, wait, this is round 14? So we've got 13 behind us? Or is this round 13? I think that means he scores like an average of, what, like 5 or 6 points over a normal race, and then he's won 3. So, not the most consistent season, he's consistently inconsistent.
Yeah, and he's putting in a pretty good performance today, which is what we like to see once again. Well, lap times are people doing 40s mostly. McKenna crossing the line doing a low 40. So he is gaining slightly on Icewind and on Copy. Dragon pits. Why is Dragon pitting?
Another last to first, you wouldn't understand.
He must have, yeah, he's picked up some damage somewhere, so he's hit a wall as Dragon, which is a shame because it was a very good drive from him until then. He's going to put the soft tyres on and probably get himself a fastest lap. I was going to say a fastest lap point, but he's not in the points at the moment, so it wouldn't be a point.
He could very well get there because of our good friend Bernd.
Yeah, he could, yeah.
But Bernd
Yeah.
is running out of time. So
We got, the battle for Ireland as the Chief down the inside of Tipsy. Tipsy without a setup, he said in chat, and Chief taking full advantage of that. Lee Kala is just behind as well.
he's holding the camera. It's good. He's new to SLR. He gets introduced by watching a real gem. Ocean Chief and Tipsy Bob scrapping for P8. And let's be honest, something will happen and Chief will finish 10th. We just don't know how yet. Unless the booster, still persists and puts him up a few spots. He got 5th last time, didn't he? Something incredible like that.
Yeah, I think he did,
Russia
yeah.
was
I think
a
he
little
did.
bit of a fun time. And
I don't think he's getting 5th in this one, but he might be getting a few more points than his usual one.
Heretic. Believe. He's got it in him. He's got some tricks up his sleeve on his old days. He is, of course, 204 years old, for everyone who doesn't know. And, yeah. Tipsy also a very old man. Right.
Yeah, no, he's yeah, I can't even imagine how old Tipsy is. He's also really old.
Yeah. I would be embarrassed if I was as old as Tipsy. I'm sure you would be too. So,
Yeah, good job I'm not.
very good. Very glad. And up front, copy is not now. No, I mean that gap is just static. I'm seeing things. I thought it was moving, but no, it's just 1.3 seconds. It's been like that for ages now, and it's not changing anytime soon. So unless something happens there, Justin is on course to score yet another podium. Wasn't he on the podium last time? I think.
Yeah,
he
I think he
was.
I think he was. So it's been a good drive from Justin. Yeah, and gaps remaining pretty static around. We don't really have any fights. What we need is a safety car. If we had a safety car, it'd be great.
Man, that would make the racing really exciting, and I would love it. And it would be very expensive for all of the teams who produce the cars, because we would undoubtedly lose another 5 of them. Because everyone loses their minds when the clock is ticking down and there's a safety car. I mean, they're even going crazy during the safety car, and you don't know. The new turnip prices on Animal Crossing might drop any second, and then there could be carnage on the safety car. You're never safe. I remember it was actually Singapore. Was that the race Jensen one where just suddenly on the last lap 4 people died? I think Mercer, Marco, and Wow were among them. That was the same scenario.
Yeah.
We could just see that again.
And Tipsy as well. I remember Tipsy died. Oh, Makenda is being waved through by Icewind.
Literally.
Who doesn't want to be hit by the ghosted car of his teammate.
I've got good news for him. It wasn't likely.
And Makenda might get the copy here. There's 5 laps to go.
I'm sure people would complain because he didn't have to overtake anyone. I don't know. I mean, this is just, in the end, for the championship, really good for Danny. Makenda might be hit with something, even though it's not his fault. He has had an advantage because of a bug. So we don't know what we're gonna do about that. Oh no, what a shame, I left the FIA. Oh no, I don't have to decide that. Oh no, terrible. Yeah, so you're getting, how do you call it?
Yeah, we'll have a think about it. It's not Makenda's fault.
Yeah, you're getting
He's
something
just
to
doing
do
the best he
for your weekend.
Yeah.
In case you were out of stuff to do. Can you check Adesi warnings?
Adesi warnings. He has 1 warning.
Well, that is bad for Danny, because I don't see him getting 2 in the next 4 laps, even if Danny tries to pressure him into a mistake. Adesi knows that he would get this on the penalty. Actually, I don't know if he knows that. I don't know if he knows how we deal with penalties, but he's been driving here for a while, so I think he should.
Yeah, it's a good point. He might want a 2-second gap, and he might be pushing to get one, and Danny might be keeping him within 2 seconds, because he's not going to know either whether that's a real penalty or not. But I mean, I assume Danny will know at least that it's not
Dragon
that
retires on track, and that might just be outside the window.
I think it's. No. Oh, it is a safety car. It is a safety car. So we're gonna have an exciting last 2 laps.
Oh no, Danny is so
the
screwed.
Singapore race.
Oh no.
Um,
And Iceland. Oh,
Dragon
no.
trying to do the fastest lap with nothing to race for, crashes out.
No.
And
Daniel, be
we have another
cursing.
safety car.
It's. Yeah,
Yeah, Danny's just been completely screwed out of second place. But you know, that's racing. It's called motor racing.
We went motor racing.
Moto.
We went motor
yeah.
racing. I'm gonna do the Austrian accent for Michael Massey. We didn't go motor racing, in fact, but it's fine. It's fine. This is a little bit of a joke, and now we're gonna get to see Ocean Chief and Tipsy Bob.
Oh, they're gonna be carving.
They are the vanguard.
It's gonna be glorious.
They are gonna be the vanguard, and they will head right. They will head right into the enemy lines, and Marion will not know what's happening as the Alfa Romeo, the wandering dunes, are gonna come closer and closer.
Chief, it is your time. You are getting a podium in this race, Chief. Let's go.
But actually, I mean, Iceman and Danny are out of the question, so he's like P6. And then Makenda, I don't know what's happening to him. Like, Makenda might get hit with something just to compensate for the advantage he's gained. So, you know, that might be another place for Chief. And then he just needs to pass Marion. And, I mean, let's be honest, someone of the top guys is not making it across the line. Let's be honest. And
the two leaders pitting. That's an interesting call. So we're going to have people on soft tyres. Makenda and
Justin
Copy staying out.
Copy is
Justin pitting as well. Copy staying out. Makenda, it's going to be a repeat of the race. Was it last season or the season before where we had some fun times with people on soft tyres and people on hard tyres? That's the race you were talking about earlier.
Just getting a repeat. It's great. I mean, it's not, but it's great.
Yeah, it's
I'm
really
rubbing my hands.
I'm very excited.
It's fine.
It's a little difficult to take it seriously, but we'll try. We got lots of cars on soft tires.
It's incredible. Just stop taking it seriously. Like, treat it like it's a comedy sketch, and you'll find the salt will be gone. That's what I'm doing.
That's pretty much what we've been doing. Yeah, I mean, it's
that's also what you should do with the F1 2022 season to protect yourself from emotional harm. Just pretend it is an elaborate joke, and you'll be fine.
It's WWE. That's where we are now.
Wait, you're talking about real life or the game? Anyways, well, I wonder what Makenda's wrestling name would be. It would be something cool considering he is ghosted and you know, is going through everyone. So he's gonna. I imagine we have to decide whether Makenda wins the race or not because of that. I mean, not we, you.
Oh wait! Danny jumped to Desi in the pit stops. I didn't realize that.
That is funny. It doesn't matter, but it's funny.
The good news for Danny is that he's not going to have to pass Makenda in the legitimate way. He can just ride through him.
The bad news for for Danny is that Makenda doesn't have to be ahead of him to be ahead of him because of those 3 seconds. Yeah, I mean, it's time to not get penalties. I mean, like in general, with the safety cars, how do you? I don't know. If there's a track where you don't get penalties, like surely Singapore would be one of them. But yeah. That it always comes back to striking out. How does Copy do the restart? We saw his teammate do them twice, and in both of them they were a little bit sketchy, if I might say so. And I think this one was less sketchy. He overtakes the safety car right at the end, and there goes Danny, and he pretends that there is a collision box with Makenda. He gets the move done, and he's up to second, and that'll be important for him because you know, maybe he can run away from this. Maybe he has the tire delta to at least be ahead of Copy by the end of this. I assume he's gonna overtake him here. Desi now also makes a move on Makenda, so Makenda just dropping down the order. Marion with a penalty. That was pretty unnecessary. Justin is through, and Justin is racing side by side with the Desi, and this is legit maybe for the race win actually, because both of them don't have.
Copy spinning. He was sent around by Danny.
Oh no!
Around he went.
Desi comes out.
Comes out on top. Ahead of Justin.
Yeah, that is for the race win, I'm pretty sure, because of that Danny Coe penalty, and I'm sure they'll be able to stake with him. And Justin just saw his chance at a race win kind of slip away, but he's still in this. Now Icewind with the penalty, not gonna do much behind them. And Yeah, he's not gonna do much. Behind the Makenda is dropping more and more. Actually, Adesi got jumped by Danny because he served the 5 seconds. That's what happened. And he's still gonna be fine. I mean, he had to. He just needs to stay within 3 seconds of Danny Coe here. There's 1 second now and there's only 1 lap to go, so I think it's fine. No one has lost their heads so no, actually, Copies, but never mind. Yeah, Danny might... Do you think Danny could get hit with a penalty? I didn't see it at all.
I don't think so. I think he was. I think he gave room. I didn't get a good look, but Copy, I think, was being a little bit ambitious on those old tires, trying to fight that.
McKenna getting some incredible karma right now because everyone's just driving through him to pass him now. So that is some unfortunate stuff. Whereas Chief not really with the tire delta, but he's made a gap to Tipsy Bob, who of course didn't load his setup. How heartbreaking, really. He's gonna finish 8th before penalties. Last lap for Danny. He is clear off the field, but it doesn't matter because Adesi looks like he might just take this. How many races has Adesi done here? Is this his first one?
I think it's his 3rd, I think. So maybe 2nd or 3rd, I think. I know he raced at Monza, he was very fast there. And yeah, Desi, I think, is going to win this race. It's also a battle for the fastest lap. I think Danny did the fastest lap last time, but I think they're probably going to beat that on these fresh soft tires with no cars to pass.
Danny gonna drop only
Danny
to
needs
P3.
3 seconds.
He's only gonna drop to P3 because Iceman has a penalty and the gap to Marion is 4 seconds, and Marion has a penalty, so it is gonna be 3rd for Danny, which is some good damage limitation. McKenna's not gonna score well. Justin is behind Danny in the championship, and Ethnic Tieran, of course, absolutely spectacularly imploded because of animal air conditioning, and that was a thing. So he's gonna win on the road, but it does not matter. He does set purple sectors though. I think he will take the fastest lap point, so he'll come home with a 16 point with 16 points in his bank, and Marion gets 5 seconds for cutting a corner. For some reason, Chief drives straight through McKenda. Overtaking skills on that one. Brilliant. Danny Coe comes across, but it is our first, or it is a new race winner in SLR Tier 1, and Adesi is on the top step. Justin, oh my god, Marion! Justin goes from 3rd last time out in Russia to 2nd this time out. Let's see what he can do next week. Danny takes 3rd from 1st on the road. Icewind, I was gonna say bailed up by the safety car, but no, he had a penalty. He was put on the back foot by this, and he still gets 4th. Yeah. Of course, with the death of Copy, and then Ocean Chief spectacularly with a 2nd, 5th place in a row. It's the booster, guys. It's the booster. Tipsy should consider one as he loses out in the Battle of Ireland. So close yet so far. P6 for him, nice points, but behind Chief, so I'm sure he won't care. And he'll tell us about karting in his interviews. Lekala finishes 7th on a debut, then Makenda, who was ghosted all the way through, and has probably ghosted as a person after what just happened past the finish line.
Yeah, what was there was a penalty there for Marion, I think, at the end that he might not get. I
mean, it was just
so we'll have to look at that. So. Yeah, he got like a 20-second penalty or something at the end because he finished so far down. I don't know what that was for. There was like a drive-through given for something or something. Something similar.
He got a 5 second for cutting a corner. I know that. I don't know if he got more.
What does the race director say? It says invalidated lap time, but yeah, you can see, 36 seconds of penalties in total, so something happened there.
Yeah, I'm good at maths. That's too much. There you
go. Driver of the day, what do you reckon?
I think it's a little bit of a tradition to give people driver of the day when they win their first race. I feel like Adesi deserves it. He was really good today, but there's honorable mentions going out to Justin and Chief for me.
Yeah, I think I was actually going to suggest Chief, but yeah, I think giving it to Adesi is fair enough. It was a really good drive from him.
Yep, just looked like, well, not the fastest out there. That was probably Danny, but Danny didn't keep his nose clean. Adesi did, and he wasn't like particularly helped by the safety cars at all. He just won this on merit, I think, and can be proud of that performance. And I hope he'll stick around and show us some more in the future. He's fighting for the Tier 2 title, isn't he? So maybe he'll consider Tier 1 full-time after he's done with his business in the assists lord realm. And that should be exciting. So Adesi is our driver of the day. congratulations to him. Also on the race win, and Justin on the podium. Really well done as well. Shout out to him.
Yep, absolutely right. And it was an interesting race. We had some trials and tribulations, as I have to manually close the F1 game, of course, which is annoying. But yeah, it was good stuff. Who have we got in the interview channel? Do we have people? We don't have anyone yet. So come and Justin's going to talk to us. Justin with another podium, which is a really good drive. And yeah, you hung on to the leaders there pretty much the whole way through.
I'm dead. I don't know if you can hear my voice, but I am.
Oh no, and you're ill as well. Yeah.
I am extremely ill. But my nose leaking, my eyes are puffy, not puffy. Jesus. But I'm a mess. So keeping P2, I think, was the best I could have done, and it was nice knowing that maybe a win was on the line, but that action, yeah, I'll have to talk about it with him because I felt like I was alongside and such. So, but back-to-back podiums, especially in my condition, I can't argue with that.
Yeah, no, super drive. Were you feeling confident going into this one? Singapore is, I know, like one of those tracks that certain people like and certain people don't. How are you feeling about it?
Sorry, Singapore is my favorite track, so
Hey.
that's why I pretty much forced myself to attend this race, because I knew I could maybe come off with a good few points, and turns out I did, so I'm happy I did. But it was also very chaotic at the start, because I don't know if you saw, but I think it was Jensen in front of me, it's someone else who jumped the start. And
Yeah, and Makanda, yeah.
Yeah, and I reacted to them launching. I didn't react to the lights. I saw people moving, so I let go. So had it been like a millisecond earlier, I probably would have gone to drive through as well. So yeah,
Yeah, it was. I guess that Jensen reacted to Makanda, and yeah, it was. It was an interesting side. It can happen very easily. Well, where are we in Japan next? Is that where we are next? I have a feeling that. Yeah. So that's another fun track. How are you feeling? How are you feeling about Suzuka?
it's one of those tracks that I'm either good or I'm either terrible. And I haven't done a league race in Japan yet last season. Well, there wasn't a last season actually, now I think about it. But I haven't actually raced Japan a lot, so. But I don't remember not really liking it too much. I'm sorry, Suzuka fans.
Oh no, that's a shame.
I know.
Oh well. Well, we'll hope for another good result there, and well done on that. And yeah, I go and I don't know, go and get some sleep or something.
I will.
Get some medicine and all of that. So yeah, but well done, and yeah, we'll speak to you next week.
See you.
Bye.
Get well soon.
All right, who do we have next? We're gonna speak to. Let's speak to Mr. Daniel Corporation, who finished second in that one with the 3-second penalty. Are you disappointed you didn't win it, or pleased with second?
Third.
It was third.
Justin was second.
Oh, third. Sorry, yeah, third. Yeah, because you were behind Justin. Yeah. So are you disappointed with the third, or are you pleased that you got a podium?
I couldn't say, to be honest. Let's
boy.
just say the whole first stint was very painful. Just saying.
Very painful in the sense of
Elaborate.
the tires, or what? How was it
You
painful?
couldn't add more pace, but couldn't use it.
Yeah.
Couldn't overtake.
Yeah,
Was
it was a
Wanting
struggle.
to try doing overcut when they both pitted, but
Well,
safety car.
Yeah.
I still baffled how Etney came out ahead.
Yeah, I was too. I wonder if something broke there, because he should have had a delta, right? But he didn't have a delta. He was going flat out. We saw him. So I think something broke there.
Excellent.
but
Well, I
let's be
think-
honest, it would have been a shame for him, like, had he lost that because of that. But yeah, still, yeah, it was weird. Like, what is the normal procedure there? Do you know, like, he should drive to a delta, and then as soon as they catch the delta,
Everyone-
goes away, or?
Everyone drives to a delta until someone reaches the safety car,
Yeah.
and I feel like Fox
Yeah, maybe
disconnected.
Fox.
Oh yeah, that's
and I think
why.
he put him straight to the front somehow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Going to overtake, and then he put him on the same lap.
And then it lost him a lap somehow. I don't quite know
I
how.
don't know.
Yeah.
it did that
No,
too.
I think that's right. I think that's right. I think Fox technically caught the safety car, and then that's why there was no delta.
Yeah. So, yeah. Adesi just had a great pace. Nothing against him. Fastest driver today, clearly.
Yeah, well, I think all of you sort of in that front group seemed like you were pretty fast. So
I mean, I was playing the long game at the hards on the end. I won't lie, because I knew temps are massive around Singapore, so I just waited for him to overdrive in a way, trying to pull a gap. And then as soon as I realised he couldn't, that's when then I just kept a rhythm, keeping the tyres under 100 degrees and shit. Oh, sorry. And it was,
okay.
I was catching him, and then the safety car came out, which I'm furious at. Dragon will be having words. Just saying.
All right. Well done on the third place anyway. We got Suzuka next, which I think you're pretty good around Suzuka right now. You're not looking forward to it?
Tend to go bad.
Isn't the turn your piece of
yeah.
clip?
Oh
That's
yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. It's a banger.
That's actually, the clip is of Flash in 130R.
Oh.
I'm actually against the wall out of spoon trying to turn.
Yeah, I mean, let's hope we'll not be hearing that next week. And upon further consideration, I actually hope I can hear that next week. It's a classic. I'd like to see it repeated, but I still wish you the best of luck.
All right. Well done, Danny. We'll speak to you next week. All the best.
Thank you. Bye.
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 All right. I know you got an iRacing race to go to. So we'll do Icewind and Ocean Chief together.
Yes.
Because 4th and 5th for Icewind and Ocean Chief today. And well, first of all, Chief, if Adesi hadn't won his first race today, you'd have been driver of the day. How was it for you?
It was fun. It was good fun. Free safety car, so yeah, not so much fun. Well, actually, like I was just saying to the other guys there, like if it wasn't for these crazy safety cars, I would not be getting all these great results in these high tiers. Because like I'm literally just waiting. You know, I've already set my tires to soft. Yeah, and I'm just like waiting for that safety car, and it just came out at the perfect time there. Like for the last kind of shootout, I had no penalties, and obviously on the right tire. So
yeah, for a while I didn't realize that the guys in front were going to pit, and it was going to be you on the soft, and I was like, get him, Chief, get a podium.
Yeah. I'm not, you know me. I'm not a fan of these 3 safety cars per races, but they are fun, you know, occasionally. But they are frustrating, especially when you have a strategy. You maybe practice all week, and you get these 3 safety cars, just make it a wacky kind of race. And they are fun occasionally, but not every. I've done every race, you know, this week. 4 races, all 4 races, 3 safety cars. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a lot of safety cars. It sucks. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing to be done about it, I don't think. So yeah, I mean, 5th place though, two in a row now, which you know, is pretty good. We got Suzuka next week.
Can I just say a shout out to Bob? He did not load his setup and was somehow maintaining.
Oh yeah, that's what you said. Yeah.
Yeah, and he maintained his position ahead of me for most of the race. It was just that last kind of part of the race I was able to get the better of him once he didn't have DRS. But fair play to the man, like he stuck with it. Many other people would have probably just retired. But yeah, fair play to the man.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we like to see. And Icewind, I mean, from what we saw, you had a really good race. In P4, just that penalty at the end there meant that you didn't quite have the. You'd have been slightly behind Danny, I think, but you didn't quite have the gap on him.
Yeah, probably not. But I mean, I was on course to finish 6th, I think it was, which would have already been a really good result for me, and I would have been really happy with that. But like, and I was really fuming at that last safety car because I had a 3-second penalty, and I figured I'm gonna drop like a lot of positions because of that. But then not entirely sure even what happened at the final 2 laps. Like Poppy spun, and then McKender had some sort of PC trouble there, and he had some he lost a lot of time because of that, and then he also had that weird desync bug the entire race where he was like ghosted to everybody, and really weird. I haven't even seen that before, but you know, Codemasters never lets us down, so. But yeah, I was like, I got a really horrible reaction because Mackinder and Jensen jumped the start ahead of me, and I like almost let go of my clutch, and then I pulled it back, and then I got a really bad reaction when the lights actually went off, and I lost a couple of places there. Got managed to get them back, and then I was just sort of following copy for the entire race. I was a little bit slower than him, not much, but like 2-3 tenths, but DRS kept me in play. And yeah, I would have been really happy with P6, but P4, sure, I'll take it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really good result for both of you. Yeah, I mean,
season best result actually. So.
Yeah, and we'll look forward to Suzuka. How are you guys feeling about that?
Yeah, we'll see. Definitely my favorite track in this game at least, but well, pretty much my all-time favorite track. So we'll see. I'm not really super hopeful, but yeah, fighting for points definitely again. So let's see how that goes. Looking forward to it a bit at least.
Yeah, similar. I love the track. Hope to do well at it. Probably will race all 4 races of the week again once we're back in 3 weeks. In the meantime, iRacing, let's go.
Yes.
Yep, Timo is prime to do some iRacing tonight.
I'll do all 2
I
corners.
guess you are as well.
F3. Did you guys try that new F1 car? Or?
Yes, it is actually too fast for me. I don't like it because it's too fast.
Yeah, I actually felt like that in like Assetto Corsa when they put those F1 cars in, and I didn't really like driving them that much.
It does seem insanely fast. There's something about the perception of speed in iRacing that's just like it just seems insane.
Yeah, there's just so much downforce there. It just feels like Watkins Glen just feels like it's a track without corners with it, because no corners are challenging in this car. That's why I like my F3. The car isn't challenging, but all the other drivers are challenged. But, so
I hope we get a new Timo Rage video soon.
Oh, there's some good stuff in the works. No, there actually isn't. But I'm producing the freakouts and the contents, and you can probably, if someone knows Kenduchi on his Twitch stream, he races F3. You'll probably hear me curse once a day. So, and that is
okay.
Yeah, it's some fun stuff.
Yeah. I think that would have made a good clip when the fucking last bad word, but the last safety car game in this race, because I was really fuming at that. But
yeah.
I was going to say that's a problem with iRacing. That there's no safety cars. It's,
it's so lonely.
I honestly.
And there's 2 drivers left after turn 1, so you'd actually need one to have a race. It's well, you can't have it all. But yeah, I think that's a good point to end it on. If you hear some loud German shouting from about 2,000 kilometers away, I've crashed in iRacing through your window. I'll be shouting very loudly, and
I'll be looking forward to that.
it's great. Yeah. just don't be surprised. It's not a gunshot. It's me. Thanks everyone for watching, and thanks to you guys for coming in for the interview.
Thanks.
And see you guys not next week after the holiday. Yeah, happy holidays.
It's 3 weeks, right? Just to make sure people know. Yeah. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone. Just to make sure everyone knows, we're back in 3 weeks.
But there's still ACC on 2S on Monday. Anyways. That'll be my last league race for a while.
5th of January, that's when we're back.
Okay, yeah, 5th of January, you can see the Japanese Grand Prix. Bye.